Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about balancing indoor and outdoor light sources. If you're doing property photography, this is a really common thing people want to do, but it's also really cool for portraits. So Tina and I are going to teach you a thing or two. So, as you can see, I finally got Tina into bed, and we've chosen this room not because of the stunning sheets and decor, it's a purely white room, but because out the window is a really nice scene in terms of blue sky and some trees. But the problem is there's such a vast difference that your eyes are able to compensate for between the light in the room and the light out of the room. We've got an overhead white balanced light in this room right now anyway, but if I take a shot exposing to get the outside area how I like it. Doesn't matter what pose you do, Tina, because we're not going to see you. You can see the inside of the room is like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 stops underexposed, and we just can't see her at all. Conversely, if we meter for inside the room, let's meter down here on your little teddy bear, then you can see the outside is completely blown out. You can't see anything at all. Okay, so there's a really easy way to overcome that problem, and it involves using your camera in manual and flash. There's other ways to do it, but this way is really simple. Don't let the terms manual and flash throw you off. I know that scares a lot of people. Basically, pop your camera into manual mode and then take a couple of sample shots to meter for the sky to get it the nice rich blue color that you want from it. So that's pretty much where we want to be, and FYI, that's 1/200th of a second at f6.3 ISO 200. Now I did it at 1/200th of a second specifically so that we're staying under the flash barrier in case you're not using a high-speed flash. Then all you need to do is pop your flash on, pop it into manual as well, and then play around with the amount of light output that you're having to increase the room to balance it out. So I already have this set to 1/128th power, so let's just fire that up. Gorgeous. Well, the sky is gorgeous. We still can't see Tina at all. Now, as I'm giving these settings, don't expect to just go out and have it work for you. It's going to depend absolutely entirely on the light balance. Later in the day, it may be just one stop of light difference, and then obviously after the sun sets, that's going to be reversing the ratio. So here we've put it up to 132 power. And we're getting a lot closer. Now I'm going to pop it, let's just go all the way up to 1/4 power. And you can see I'm bouncing this off the wall to give fill. Okay, now we're getting pretty close. I'm just going to pop that up just a tiny bit more. You better look your prettiest now because we can actually see you. Oh, actually, I better get those big shoes on so that your mum can see you wearing shoes on the bed.
She'll kill me.
Okay, so that's not, the world's best portrait. I'm not trying to demonstrate that. But in terms of balancing the light there, we've got a nice light inside the house that's nice and soft because I'm using reflected light off the white walls with Tina correctly lit, and then a beautiful blue sky outside as well. If you're shooting your house or a house to sell on a real estate website, it's really common to try and get the inside of the house looking really bright and airy, but also have the external. So you're going to need to play with your aperture so that you can control those two zones of light and balance them up in the way that you want.
So to recap, that's where we were with no flash, as we worked it up from 1/28th, 1/32nd, then to 1/4, then to 1/4 and a bit. There's our final image. There it is, adjusting for the distortion a little bit. And a tip, if you've got a fly screen on one side of the window, it's going to be darker and more saturated. So there I've just gone through and darkened up the left side of the window so it matches.
Anything to add to that, Tina? What's your experience with real estate photography?
Whatsoever. I don't really need models.
That's true. You don't need a model, but if I was selling you a boring white-walled room, no offense to whoever designed this place, would you be more likely to look at the classified ad if Tina's sitting on the bed surrounded by ridiculous cartoon characters, or if, oh, and cute little Coco, or if there's just a blank bed? I think at ads, I'm a people photographer, so adding a person to any shot pretty much makes it more interesting for me. Anyway, back to topic. Use your flash, balance it out, pop it in manual, take a reading on the sky how you want it, then use your flash to build it up to balance the two light sources. Hope that helps. Leave me any questions or comments. Say bye, subscribe, click to subscribe and like and all of that.